All right, joining me now is a Niger Delta activist, a former spokesperson for the Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, and he's now the national coordinator for the South-South Elders Forum, Chief Anabs Sara-Igbe. Good to have you join us.
Thank you.
I mean, you've seen how this pipeline surveillance contract has continued to generate reaction in the polity. There are those who think that this was ill-advised, especially because the person we were speaking of, Tompolo, at some point was wanted by the federal government, and now he's a government contractor. And then there are those who are also supporting it. But I just want to get your thought. What is the thought of the South-South Elders Forum on this?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, the Niger Delta is in a mournful situation. You know, one of our leaders passed out recently. That is Alabotio Graham Douglas, and they will be buried this week. So all of us are working towards burying the great man of Nigeria, a Pan-Niger Delta, and the Great River Son. Having said that, the issue of the contract, the award contract to Tompolo or to check pipeline theft, is also a good development in the Niger Delta because the oil bunkers are also destroying the environment and ecosystem. So when federal government wants to award the contract, I think it's a good one. First, the military has failed the nation because the military were entrusted with the responsibility of securing the pipelines and the rivers, the Navy in particular and the JTF. They have failed because this crude theft has been going on and we're not getting any result. But the problem is, we expected the Minister of Petroleum to do consultation. If you would recall, in 2016, Niger Delta was boiling. And the leadership came together, and decided to speak in one voice. That led to the formation of PANDEF. And November that year, PANDEF met with the federal government to see how we can resolve the issues in Niger Delta. We gave them 16-point agenda, and they could only implement one and a half of those things, and we were able to restore peace in the region. Avengers came and we were able to quell the situation. Today, there's a pipeline vandalism and theft. Some of these theft are done in collaboration of some highly placed people in the country and some of the security agencies and some natives. And it's like a cocaine cartel. The cartel is so wide that everybody knows what is going on. But nothing is happening, and we are losing. Today, oil price has got so high, and we cannot even meet our OPEC quotas. So if the federal government wants to get one of us to look after the place, it's a good development, but they need to consult. They need to consult the leadership, they need to consult the youths, they need to consult the community, they need to consult even Amnesty Office. Because Amnesty Office deals with most all the boys that carried arms in the past. And Amnesty Office knows who are the warlords. So if everybody is called upon and we all discuss it, and we said, okay, we are giving it to one person to coordinate, I think there will be peace. But where you just pick somebody, no matter how powerful he is, it's like a cocaine cartel. Don't forget, some persons are making so much money from it, and you want to stop it, and others are not happy that they are not consulted. So that will now bring more crisis. Those who are stealing will spend money to bribe the communities, the boys, everybody, and they will not do anything. Tompolo will be helpless. I know that Tompolo is trying to reach out to people, is trying to consult, but there are certain persons that will have been consulted. For instance, we're looking at the Bonny trunk line, the Nembe Bonny trunk line, which is from Bayelsa to River State. And all the other areas like the Goni oil pass through there, the Orashi oil pass through there. We also have the Akwa Ibom, who are the highest producers of oil. And Tompolo is from Delta. Delta oil don't pass through the trunk line here.
So basically, everyone, just to jump in, everyone who in these different states you think should have been consulted.
Yes.
But let me also ask you, because you've touched on a lot of things, and I don't want to lose that line of thought. You mentioned, and I think I picked this particular one where you said you all know what's going on, because the federal government has also talked about how this is an organized crime. That sounds to me as though you're saying we know those who are responsible for this. Is that exactly what you're saying, and how are you dealing with it from your own end?
Look, like I said, what is happening in the region is not news to anybody. It affects
But do you
everybody.
know those who are
It
responsible?
affects everybody. For instance, I went to Kola to Abonima in just 1 hour. By the time I came to Abonima, my white bears was turned to black because of the soot. And recently, there was a very strong harvest on Ulmer 55 pipeline. And everybody knew they were harvesting. Some persons were receiving 2.5 billion for allowing them to harvest. Some take 250,000 per vessel or per boat that budget that takes. And reports were made all over. Nothing happens. Even if you go to the police station, nobody cares. Even if the station makes a report, nobody cares. That is the situation we're in. The security cannot say they're not aware, because if the Navy want to stop it, we have rivers. There are major rivers across the Niger Delta, and you will mount your boats. Whichever way the creek comes out, you'll be able to catch them. I go home, you will see these boats loaded, and they're going. Nobody intercept them. And yet we have the security agency that's supposed to be in the river. So we know. And these boys are like drug cartel. They are fully armed. So if you're not careful, they take you. You can see the kidnap cases that are going on. The kidnap has taken place in Anabs Sara-Ige, the chairman of the council of chief, for daring to say, don't do it. He has been kidnapped for how many days? And they are asking for 20 million naira. Who is giving the family the money? He has been there for some weeks. Nobody happened. So if government now decides to take the bull by the horn, what I expect them to do is to say, let's get the big boys. If you're calling Topolo, you call Asare and Ateke. And Degbara from the Goni area, they have the Christian, the Boy Love. Call all of them. Amnesty office should coordinate this. Call everybody, look, this is what government is thinking. And we want your cooperation. If church meeting was held and it was given to Tompolo or Asare Dokubo or Ateke or any of them, they will all work together as a team.
All right.
But it's not still too late. The minister, who is from the Niger Delta region, knows what the implications of what is going on. And he knows all the threat that is going on. You can see the type of arms they are displaying.
All right.
We had insisted Amnesty office should be empowered to disarm the people of the Niger Delta. Niger Delta has been prone to harms right from the colonial days to today. But if Amnesty office is stationed and equipped and permitted to do that, it will be able to reduce the armed struggle.
So we'll see how this pans out. And again, let me just commiserate with you. I wish I would have, I'm told that my time is up, but I wish we have, I wish I could have given you 30 seconds to just talk about the kind of role that Graham Douglas played in the Niger Delta. We know that it's a huge loss. He was a revered figure in that region. And we'll commiserate with the Niger Delta region. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Sara-Igbe.
Thank you.